Summer's officially here, and the bikini sale at shackshop.us is happening right now. Get hot styles, bold prints, and perfect fits, all on sale for a limited time. Whether you're beach-bound or poolside, we've got the bikini that makes you feel confident, cute, and totally summer-ready. So don't wait. Head to shackshop.us and shop the sale before it ends. That's shackshop.us, your new favorite bikini spot.
Detroit judge among 4 charged in alleged scheme targeting incapacitated adults. Federal prosecutors in Michigan have charged a Detroit district judge and 3 other individuals in what authorities describe as a multi-year scheme that allegedly diverted hundreds of thousands of dollars from adults deemed legally incapacitated and unable to manage their own finances. According to an indictment unsealed by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Michigan, the defendants are accused of conspiring to exploit a professional access to probate and guardianship systems in order to personally benefit from money that prosecutors say belonged to court-appointed wards. One of the defendants, Andrea Bradley Baskin, 46, currently serves as a judge on Michigan's 36th District Court, which handles misdemeanor criminal cases and civil matters in Detroit. Prosecutors allege that before ascending to the bench, Bradley Baskin used her legal position and professional relationships to participate in a scheme involving guardianship estates. Federal authorities emphasize that the charges are allegations only and that all defendants are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in court. Allegations involving ward funds. Court documents allege that Bradley Baskin improperly used money from estates belonging to wards, adults found by probate courts to lack the mental or physical capacity to manage their own affairs, for personal expenses unrelated to the care or benefit of those individuals. Among the specific allegations outlined in the indictment, approximately $70,000 in ward funds was allegedly used to purchase a partial ownership interest in a local Detroit bar. Additional ward money was allegedly used to cover a 2-year lease on a Ford Expedition, which prosecutors say was driven by Bradley Baskin rather than used for ward-related purposes. Bradley Baskin is also charged with eliciting making a false statement to a federal law enforcement agent during the investigation. The indictment further alleges that financial transactions were structured in ways designed to conceal the origin and purpose of the funds. Federal officials condemn alleged abuse of trust. U.S. Attorney Jerome Gorgon characterized the case as an alleged betrayal of the judicial system's responsibility to protect society's most vulnerable members. "We respect the authority that comes with a black robe," Gorgon said in a prepared statement. This state judge and her associates allegedly abused that high honor for personal gain by preying on individuals who were entitled to the court's protection. FBI Detroit Field Office Special Agent in Charge Jennifer Runyon echoed those concerns, stating that the alleged conduct undermined public trust in institutions designed to safeguard incapacitated adults. "No one is above the law," Runyon said. "These defendants are accused of exploiting legal authority and profiting from individuals who depended on them for care and protection." Other defendants named. In addition to Bradley Baskin, federal prosecutors charged 3 other Detroit residents: Nancy Williams, 59, who allegedly owned and operated Guardian and Associates, a fiduciary agency appointed by the Wayne County Probate Court to oversee the affairs of more than 1,000 wards; Avery Bradley, 72, an attorney and the father of Bradley Baskin, who allegedly co-ran a law firm that frequently represented Guardian and Associates in probate court matters; Dwight Rashad, 69, who allegedly operated group homes and residential care facilities that housed elderly individuals, including court-appointed wards. All 4 defendants face a charge of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Additional charges include wire fraud, money laundering, and false statements, depending on the defendant. Alleged pattern of systematic exploitation. Prosecutors allege that the defendants worked together to systematically drain ward accounts and estates through inflated legal fees, improper payments, and fictitious expenses. In one example cited by federal authorities, Bradley, Williams, and Rashad allegedly diverted approximately $203,000 from a legal settlement awarded to a ward. According to prosecutors, none of that money was ultimately used to benefit the individual for whom it was intended. Investigators further allege that Williams paid Rashad rent for wards who did not actually reside in his facilities, suggesting payments were made for services never rendered. How the guardianship system works. Probate courts regularly appoint guardians and conservators to manage the personal care and financial affairs of adults who cannot do so themselves due to illness, disability, or age-related cognitive decline. These fiduciaries are legally obligated to act solely in the best interests of the ward. Federal prosecutors argue that the defendants allegedly abused the system by exploiting their positions of trust, legal knowledge, and access to court oversight mechanisms. Legal response and investigation. Attorneys representing Bradley Baskin did not immediately respond to requests for comment following the announcement of the charges. The investigation was conducted jointly by the FBI and IRS Criminal Investigation, agents often involved in complex financial crimes that cross professional and institutional boundaries. If convicted, the defendants could face substantial prison sentences, financial penalties, and professional consequences, including disbarment and removal from judicial office. Broader implications. The case raises renewed scrutiny of guardianship and probate systems nationwide, which critics have long argued can be vulnerable to abuse when oversight mechanisms fail. Advocacy groups have repeatedly called for increased transparency and accountability to prevent exploitation of incapacitated adults.
federal officials emphasize that the prosecution reflects a broader effort to restore confidence in the system to protect those who cannot protect themselves.